San Luis Obispo is looking to make some big changes in the city, which could include taller buildings, parking restrictions, and tiny houses. KSBY News reporter Megan Healy sat in on the city council meeting tonight and joins us live outside of San Luis Obispo City Hall with what was being discussed. Megan, any decisions made?
Not yet, Richard, but the near 4.5 hour meeting is coming to a wrap up right now. So far, a lot of people have come forward expressing their opinions about some of these zoning regulations, some in favor of the developments and the denser population, while others wanting to preserve the city as they know it. Director of Community Development Michael Caudron says the city's population is expected to grow to 60,000 people by 2035.
We plan to grow about 1% on average, both in terms of residential units and in terms of commercial growth as well.
So the city wants to create more housing, and leaders are considering every option.
To build tiny homes may also provide for some people who aren't able to afford to construct a tiny home on their property. It may be a more feasible way to provide an accessory dwelling unit on that property.
The city would require city water and sewer connections for tiny homes. One man likes the idea of a tiny home, but thinks they should be for newer developments.
Tiny homes are an excellent way to add housing, but if not sandwiching them into the backs of every home in a residential neighborhood.
The rezoning change also includes raising the maximum building height from 45 to 75 feet. But some people are worried taller buildings would block the Central Coast's world-famous views.
The views of the mountains is something that the city has long prized.
But others don't think it's an issue.
I'm looking around us, just the 1- and 2-story buildings and trees around us block the mountains too. So
he thinks a denser development would benefit the city in many ways.
Well, I think that the more walkable and bikeable we can make the city, the less cars we have on our streets, the more positives of having humans in close contact with each other will reap.
The city is hoping that people will transition to other modes of transportation, wanting about 50% of the population to use personal cars and the rest to bike, walk, and use public transit. We will update our website on those votes that the City Council makes tonight. Live in San Luis Obispo, Megan Healy, KSBY News.
All right, Megan, thank you. Council members are looking into having new developments install locker rooms with showers and cubbies, specifically for people who do bike or walk.